With the metadata already created, it's possible to define security levels with the GXquery web console to enable various users to define queries on particular data. When GXquery is installed for the first time, the administrator user created by default is initially enabled to manage all of the GXquery environment. We then have the chance to define other new users and roles and to assign permits, among other things. So, let's go to the GXquery web console. We created the metadata from the travel agency knowledge base. Now we will define the new seller role, only allowed to make queries about countries, tourist attractions, and flights available. That is to say that this role will only be enabled to access that particular data. From here we select Roles. Now we will create a new seller by pressing this Insert button. Then we declare the data for which this role will be allowed access in defining queries. Let's then select the Permissions option. If we select the Attributes node from the screen, we can enable all attributes of the tree on the right. And also, we can select a folder to allow all the attributes in the folder. If other attributes are added or deleted in the future for the folder, this is reflected automatically on permissions. Another option would be to select attributes one at a time. In our example, we continue by selecting the folder Country, Attraction, and Flight as data accessible for the new seller role we defined. We've defined the seller role and assigned all the right permissions. Now we will define the user for salesman John Smith, an individual. We go to the Users option and select Insert. Where we'll fill out this dialog box. User, J. Smith. First name, John. Last name, Smith. Email. Password, J. Smith. Confirm password. And we assign to the new seller role we just defined. Upon the need to edit the user's basic data, all we need to do is select the user and modify the data from here by double-clicking on the field to be modified. To delete users, or to modify roles assigned or passwords, we can access these options. We should consider that only one administrator user can delete another administrator user. Now that we've defined our new user with role and corresponding permissions, we'll log out to exit the administrator user and log in as J. Smith. Then we verify that the attributes allowed access are the only ones that correspond to its role. This is how we can define various levels of security and data access in order to define queries.